Hot money.
All right, call the meeting to order.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to thank everyone for coming tonight. Go ahead and do roll call. Deb? Here. Michelle? Here. Larry?
Here.
Megan? Sarah? Here. Motion to approve the agenda as presented or amended?
Motion.
Second.
Motion and second to approve the agenda as presented. Any other questions? We'll go to vote. Deb?
Yes.
Michelle?
Yes.
Larry?
Yes.
Sarah?
Yes.
All right, new business, public hearing on proposed fiscal year 2026 maximum property tax levy. Need a motion to go open the public hearing.
So move.
Second.
All right, motion and second to open the public hearing at 6:01.
Okay, so as you all know, this is the maximum property tax levy hearing that is mandated by law that we have it. So this is a standalone meeting; no other business can be discussed. What I've printed off for you is the state version, calculated by the county, what the maximum property tax levy could be for the fiscal year 26 budget. This is a standard page. Every municipality in Iowa uses this the same form, so as a good way to standardize it and have transparency for constituents. So if there's any questions by the council members or the public, now is the time. And then just one other point on this. These numbers could change after today based on budget variables, but the numbers can't go higher. This is setting the maximum amount that we can levy. If for whatever reason we need less money in the budget, then we can bring these numbers down. So, but once this is done today, we can't make any of these numbers go higher. In fact, we can't do it anyway because we're at the maximum allowed by law anyway. So, yeah, it literally is the worst case scenario.
Mayor?
Yeah.
I think this is an appropriate question. I think. Given, and I'm going to read it because I wrote it out, given the uncertainties regarding federal and state funding, are there any programs or line items that could be susceptible to cuts or any changes that you're aware of?
Sure. We have been looking at that. We don't know about federal funding. We don't have a lot of federal funding. Like most of our funding comes locally. Some of it from the state, some of it from the grants, a lot of it from enterprise funds. So I'm not extremely concerned about lack of federal funding or uncertainty. I think the biggest uncertainty that we face is the economy and a recession. And so, with a recession may come inflation, may even come hyperinflation, which is why I've been advocating all along to spend down some reserves that are getting eaten up by inflation for some of our capital projects, and trying to be a little bit more diligent about investing what reserves we do have, still in guaranteed funds, but something that will do a little bit better against inflation than simple interest on.
So we do have some flexibility, even though the amounts are defined precisely in the budget itself. Yes,
and I think that as we watch, this is an area of interest of mine and education, and as we get into the budget season, even as we approach the budget season, if things are looking one way or another financially, I'm certainly going to bring that to the council and make suggestions. If it's looking very bleak financially, for the economy, there might be capital projects that we might put off for a season or two, not essential stuff, but stuff that we're trying to get ahead of. So we will watch it, and as long as, in my opinion, the economy is doing well or well enough to sustain the projects that we want to do, you know, we'll definitely try to get in front of them. But I won't let us, you know, get into a financial position that is detrimental to the city. Like, we're gonna keep a pretty conservative viewpoint on our finances.
So this would be for 2025.
This is for the fiscal year of 2025 and the first half of 2026.
That's what I thought there
yeah.
would be a section.
We're on a mid-year fiscal year, so
I'm sorry.
yeah, so it's always a little challenging because we're, and I think the reason why the state is like kind of pushing back this timeline and giving us until the end of April is because, you know, before when we're trying to pass a budget, January, February, even early March, it's really hard to estimate what our fund balances are going to be by the end of the fiscal year. By letting us have until the end of April to pass a budget, it gives us a much better understanding of what the finances are going to be.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Any other questions, comments? Questions from the public? All right, well, I'll take a motion to close the public hearing.
So moved to close.
Second?
All right, motion second to close the public hearing at 6:07. We'll go to vote. Michelle?
Yes.
Larry?
Yes.
Sarah? Yes. Deb?
Yes.
All right. Other business?
There can be no other
Yep.
business. Yeah. This is it for tonight.
My motion to adjourn. Second.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Said it was only 6.
Well, I got my money's worth.